Hello, children. Once again, we start the same chapter, sound, in which we have discussed something about the oscillation, and that oscillation it was discussed with the help of movement of bob of the simple pendulum because it is easily observable. That's why we took this as an example, and this movement of the bob of the pendulum is common for all the particles, all the objects in which vibration takes place. In that oscillations, we discuss some terms, that what is one oscillation, then what is time period, then the frequency, amplitude. These terms were discussed. Amplitude, it is the maximum displacement of the particle from the mean position. Frequency, number of oscillations completed in 1 second. Time period, total time taken by the particle to complete one oscillation. Particle or object or the bob, anything. Oscillation, it is when the bob moves from mean position to one extreme, then to opposite extreme, finally come back to the mean position, then it is said to be in, it is completed one oscillation. So these terms were discussed. These terms also required to understand, because these things are also required to understand how the sound, it is related to the sound. That's why we are discussing. And then we discussed about the formula for the oscillation. Frequency. Frequency, this is number of oscillations in the given time. How many oscillations are completed by any object in a given time. If the number of oscillation is 1, for one oscillation the time taken is time period, that is f equal to 1 upon t. Then the SI unit of frequency, it is the hertz in the name of scientist, and it is represented by capital letter H Z. So 1 hertz equal to 1 upon 1 second. So we say the frequency of a body is said to be 1 hertz if it completes one oscillation in 1 second. If anything, if any object complete one oscillation in 1 second, then we say its frequency is 1 hertz. Even in the case of simple pendulum also, if it complete one oscillation in 1 second, then its frequency is 1 hertz. Like this, every object has the frequency of every object is different. If we take the case of the when we strike the board, if we strike the board, the surface vibrates. In that, it may complete any number of oscillations. If it completes 200 oscillation in 1 second, 200 oscillations in 1 second, then its frequency is 200 hertz. 200 hertz. If we say the frequency of a body is 200 hertz, then it is completing 200 oscillation in 1 second. Like this, every object is completing any number of oscillation in 1 second. In this way, even the sound produced by human being is also due to the vibration of the vocal cord. So that sound is also having frequency. Then the wings of birds, when the birds are flying, the birds are also moving their wings to and fro motion. So the wings are also vibrating or oscillating. So it may also complete any number of oscillations. Then if we take the case of that mosquito, when the mosquito is also flying, their wings are also executing the oscillatory motion, vibratory motion, and that the wings of a mosquito, it is completing approximately 300 oscillations. 300 oscillations in 1 second. So its frequencies, it may be 300 or 350. It may be. So that means the wings, suppose we take this is the wing and it is the fixed one. Here this part, it is moving to and fro. It is up and down in this way. And it completes 300 to 350 oscillations in 1 second. And that also produces the sound that we call buzzing of mosquito. Buzzing of mosquito means that the sound produced while it is flying, and that sound we call it is buzzing of mosquito. And then you can see that the animals are producing sound in the forest. Many of the animals we can see from the Geographic Channel, Discovery Channel, that the roaring of lion, sometimes that the lions are producing sound which can be heard up to even for 2 kilometers, and that we call the roaring of lion. That the sound produced from roaring of lion, it can be heard even at the longer distance. But the sound produced from the buzzing of mosquito, that cannot be heard for that much of distance. But both the sound produced from the roaring of lion and from the buzzing of mosquito, both the sound are different. One can be heard from the longer distance, other one cannot. But on the other hand, one sound, the sound produced from buzzing of mosquito, it produces pinching effect. That sound is more sharper. Whenever we people are sleeping, sometimes the mosquito is coming and buzzing nearer to our ears, and that we get irritated. It is because that sound from that buzzing, it produce irritating effect. So we say the buzzing of mosquito, it is producing sharper sound than the sound produced from roaring of lion. So the sound produced from all the animals are also different, and some are having more sharpness and some are not. Some sound are able to heard from the longer distance and some sound not. So everything is related to this oscillation. This oscillation, that the vibration of the voice box present in the animals. Now we move on to the next concept, that is, while the sound is produced from any source, it is due to the vibration of particles, vibration of that surface. And that sound produced from any source, that means I am talking, if someone is standing at some distance from me, he or she is able to hear my voice. It means that the sound produced from my voice box is traveling from my voice box to that person. It means sound produced from any source travels from one place to another place. And in what form this sound is traveling from one place to another place? It is traveling in the form of wave. It is traveling in the form of wave. It is traveling just like a wave. You could have seen that the waves are produced on the surface of water. The up and down motion of the surface of water, that is wave pattern. And that wave pattern is due to the oscillation or vibration of the particles on the surface of water. In the same manner, the sound is also traveling from one place to another place in the form of wave.